G'day folks, this is Robert Bruce with another short astralbob.com video. And to start with, a bit of information for you. First off, I have a live 3-day workshop coming up in Melbourne, Australia, and that will focus on out-of-body experience for the whole 3 days and how to achieve it. And this will include in-class OBE exit attempts as a group, because the group energy really helps that. And we're looking forward to it. And that's on the 12th to 14th of March. And see my website on the front page for the workshop page, and contact details, website of the organiser and bookings and that. And that will be one not to be missed. I'm looking forward to it. I haven't done a workshop for a couple of years now, live one. Not since January 2009 when I did the Edgar Cayce workshop. Some more news. I've just received the first physical copy of the Manifestation and Self-Healing with Energy Work DVDs, and they're absolutely gorgeous. Covers designed by my son Jesse, and yeah, really classy, and they will be made available soon. Now, next piece of news is my new book, The Practical Psychic Self-Defense Handbook, is now available. It was released on February the 1st, and I only got my copy, first copy last week. Now, this is a complete rewrite of the original Psychic Self-Defense, which is this book here, which I was released in 2001, 2002, I think. I never liked the cover. Yuck. But this is not just a light revision, this is a complete rewrite. This is some of my best work to date. Yeah, and gorgeous illustrations in here, also done by my son, Jesse. And this book is, as I say, some of my best work and best thinking. It contains a lot of new discoveries I've made since the original was released. And this also contains a lot of links and references to science websites that support my theories on running water and electromagnetic grounding, which are two of my primary countermeasures for dealing with negative entities. Now, there's not a lot of weird stuff in this book. It's very matter of fact. I try to de-emphasize the scary aspect of it as much as possible when dealing with things like demonic possession, entity attacks, and influences and things like that. This book, I honestly believe, should be taught in primary school. Everybody on the planet needs to know what's in this book, the very basics. Even if you just learn about the value of running water and how it is a powerful defense against psychic invasion and entity attack, but it's also powerfully cleansing for the same reason. It can be used as a barrier or as a cleansing medium. Now, electromagnetic grounding, which is standing on the bare earth, bare damp earth, or connecting to a metal fitting that's connected to the earth, is well known to have many health benefits. And there's an excellent book on this. Where was it? Oh, here it is. I just got this the other day. It's called Earthing, the Most Important Health Discovery Ever. This is by Clinton Ober, Stephen Sinatra, MD, and Mark Mazuka. But excellent reading, and it goes through the science of how being electrical grounded to the planet is amazingly beneficial for your health. Just for example, I saw a David Wolfe video the other day. He's one of the forerunners for the wellness movement, and I admire him. He was a protege of Gabrielle Cousens, the master of the raw food movement. Pardon me. And they had a group of several hundred people at a lecture And what they did, they were going to electrically ground every single one of them in the group. They had wires running under the chairs. People would put these sort of straps on. But at the start, he got 7 people, I think it was, in the group who were suffering discomfort or pain now or weren't feeling well. And he took them to the front, and they had doctors and nurses there who immediately took blood samples from each person, and then they grounded these people firmly, and they sat there grounded, and everybody was grounded for an hour. Now, after people have been grounded for an hour, the ones on stage, they took more blood tests and did a comparison between the 2 blood tests by photographing them under a microscope. And in all cases, the first slide showed the blood cells, those little round things, as being all clumped together and kind of munted. They didn't look very healthy at all, dented and stuck together like glue. Now, after 1 hour of being Earth to the planet, they showed the second blood test, and all the blood cells were free and independent and floating around. And the blood difference was in the first sample. They said the blood was more like jam. It was a thick, syrupy type substance. But after the grounding for an hour, they found the blood was more the consistency of red wine, which is what it's supposed to be. And how this happens is the human body is designed to be in contact with the planet 24 hours a day. But over the last couple of 100 years, we start wearing synthetic shoes, driving around in cars with rubber tyres, we put down synthetic carpets, we sleep in beds, insulated from the Earth, and we are probably 99.9% insulated from the planet at all times, unless you're at the beach or walking barefoot on the grass. Completely insulated, which causes a lot of health problems and diseases, now which can be reversed by earthing yourself. I mean, you can buy earthing straps and bed sheets which are earthing, at which you connect to a power outlet or a water pipe, so you can sleep earthed. Highly beneficial for the health. Now, how this works is when you're in contact with the Earth, I mean, the human body is full of billions of cells. And cells have an electromagnetic fields in them. We're full of electricity. Now, when you are connected to the Earth, we exchange energies with the planet, and we gain a flow of free electrons from the planet, which flow into our body. Now, these electrons boost the magnetic fields, if that's the right word, of each individual cell in your body. So as it flows into your body, all the electromagnetic fields of the individual cells in you are boosted. And what these do, to start with in blood cells, is they repel each other with their fields. They're like little miniature force fields. And they push each other away, and then they are much more independent and floating around, and they can do their job better. And transporting oxygen and nutrients around the body because they're not clumped together in big lumps, which can also form clots. So when you're Earth to the planet, you find your blood is much thinner and healthier and doing its job better. And that's just one of the benefits of being grounded. It has a huge range of health benefits, from physical conditions to even psychological and mental disorders. Just makes a really big difference. So I highly recommend it. I mean, whether you have an earthing plate, which you put your mouse on, get a copper plate and clip it to a metal water pipe, or plug it into the earthing socket of your power outlet, or one for your feet when you're sitting at your desk. You can get shoes which are earthing, or at the very least get a bed sheet which has earthing straps built into it. They weave copper or silver wire for it, very, very fine, into the bed sheet itself with cotton. You can't feel it, but it is earthing once it's touched with the skin. And you take a clip and you connect that to a metal water pipe or a grounding outlet, so you sleep grounded. And grounding, given that this is also used extensively in practical psychic self-defense, the grounding is very important, not just for banishing entities and removing them from your body, but also for maintaining your own personal electromagnetic shields, which tend to repel negative entities. and also for maintaining your chakras, your primary energy centers, your natural shielding in these, and these tend to erode, I think, when disconnected from the planet for long periods of time, and I think they accumulate energy and become more powerful with exposure to the planet. Well, I've talked too long again. I can't help it. That's enough for now. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.